Well, welcome again to another podcast, Down to Earth but Heavenly Minded. And I'm your host, Irv Rish. And we are continuing on with our reading in the book Waiting on God. Uh, it's a book that was by Andrew Murray, and it's a devotional. And we are in the 21st day. So that means we got 10 more days to go. Well, with that said, I'm just going to switch my screen here. Here's our reading, and I have to find our audio here. Okay, there it is. Let me just get it highlighted so we can get it started here. There it is. Okay, let's go.
21st day, waiting on God, the Almighty One. They that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength, they shall mount up with eagle wings, they shall run and not be weary, they shall walk and not faint. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31. Waiting always partakes of the character of our thoughts of the one on whom we wait. Our waiting on God will depend greatly on our faith of what He is. In our text we have the close of a passage in which God reveals Himself as the everlasting and Almighty One. It is as that revelation enters our soul that the waiting will become the spontaneous expression of what we know Him to be, a God altogether most worthy to be waited upon. Listen to the words, Why sayest thou, O Jacob, my way is hid from the Lord? Why speakest thou as if God does not hear or help? Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting One, the Lord, the Creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? So far from it, He giveth power to the faint. And to them that have no might He increaseth strength. Even the youths, the glory of young men is their strength, even the youths shall faint, and the young men shall utterly fall, all that is accounted strong with man shall come to naught. But they that wait on the Lord, on the everlasting One, who does not faint, neither is weary, they shall renew their strength, they shall mount up with wings as eagles, they shall run and, listen now. They shall be strong with the strength of God, and, even as He, shall not be weary, they shall walk and, even as He, not faint. Yes. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. You know what eagle's wings mean. The eagle is the king of birds, it soars the highest into the heavens. Believers are to live a heavenly life, in the very presence and love and joy of God. They are to live where God lives, they need God's strength to rise there. To them that wait on Him it shall be given. You know how the eagle's wings are obtained. Only in one way, by the eagle birth. You are born of God. You have the eagle's wings. You may not have known it, you may not have used them, but God can and will teach you to use them. You know how the eagles are taught the use of their wings. See yonder cliff rising 1,000 feet out of the sea. See high up a ledge on the rock, where there is an eagle's nest with its treasure of 2 young eaglets. See the mother bird come and stir up her nest, and with her beak push the timid birds over the precipice. See how they flutter and fall and sink toward the depth. See now, Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 11, how she fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings, and so, as they ride upon her wings, brings them to a place of safety. And so she does once and again, each time casting them out over the precipice, and then again taking and carrying them. So the Lord alone did lead him. Yes, the instinct of that eagle mother was God's gift, a single ray of that love in which the Almighty trains His people to mount as on eagle's wings. He stirs up your nest. He disappoints your hopes. He brings down your confidence. He makes you fear and tremble, as all your strength fails, and you feel utterly weary and helpless. And all the while He is spreading His strong wings for you to rest your weakness on, and offering His everlasting Creator strength to work in you. And all He asks is that you should sink down in your weariness and wait on Him, and allow Him in His Jehovah strength to carry you as you ride upon the wings of His omnipotence. Dear child of God, I pray you, lift up your eyes, and behold your God. Listen to Him who says that He faints not, neither is weary, who promiseth that you too shall not faint or be weary, who asketh naught but this one thing, that you should wait on Him. And let your answer be, with such a God, so mighty, so faithful, so tender, my soul, wait thou only upon God.
Well, if I had to pick all the writings from this book, and this devotional here would probably be my favorite. And I'm going to tell you why. It deals a lot with eagles. And I have been so blessed. You know, I was raised in a big city, We used to call it a concrete jungle. You go back into the 50s, that's what it was. Dirty streets, a lot of people. And all I wanted to do was get out of that jungle. And eventually I did. And right now I'm living right on the banks of the Mississippi River in a little town in the southeast corner of Minnesota. And it's the capital, eagle capital of the world, really, because the National Eagle Center is a block from my house. And I have the pleasure of watching eagles soar above the river, especially when a lot of the river is froze. The river right in front of my house is most of the time it's open. I've only seen it froze twice across, but only for one day, and then it opens up right away. And the moving water is what the eagles like because they fish. And I see them soaring above the river, and they'll swoop down and they'll pick up a fish, and they fly away. And I've already seen them fly right into a tree and sit there and eat the fish. I seen this happen twice in one day. It's unbelievable. I used to count eagles on my way to work, and there was one tree that I counted 30-some eagles in that tree. I was trying to count them, and I kind of lost track after I got past 30, but there was a lot of eagles. It was a dead tree, and it was right out on the point of the river, and there was a lot of eagles. In fact, my son just posted a picture of eagle at the top of a tree in his yard, and he lives up in the bluffs in Wisconsin. We have eagles all over the place, and they're a magnificent bird, and God uses them as an illustration in His Bible, that you have eagle's wings, talking about us. You have not known it. You may not have used them, but God can and will teach you to use them. You know, we can soar into the heavens and get close to God anytime we want to. God has given us that ability to do that. You know, it says, you know how eagles are taught to use their wings. You know, the younger cliff grazing thousands of feet out of the sea. But in our case, we got high bluffs all around the river here. And we see eagles nesting in the rocks. And, you know, there's eagles all over the place here. What a marvelous place I live in. You know, people go a whole lifetime and maybe see an eagle or two. I see them every day. I see them all around. Young eagles, full-grown eagles. You know, at the Eagle Center down the street, what I used to do is I used to go out and catch rough fish. I used to run set lines, and I used to take fish to the Eagle Center. So those that were crippled up and they were nursing back to health, and some that had broken wings that were hit by cars or whatever, that would probably never fly again, they had to live in captivity. Well, I used to feed them. And a lot of people used to get roadkill and bring in, and, you know, they're kind of a scavenger, but at the same time, they're a beautiful bird. And they're really gentle when you really get to know an eagle. You know, they got very sharp claws. You have to wear a leather glove to hold one. I've held an eagle already. It's really been a treat. And how many people can say that? That's why I say I've been blessed. And when they talk about eagles, I got this verse that this started out with, the Almighty One. It says, that they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with eagle wings, and they shall run and not weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. I have that verse on my wall, right in front of me here. And I look at it. What a beautiful verse. So you can see why I like this this particular paper here, this devotional. Well, with that said, I'm going to end my podcast. I know I went a little bit longer here, but remember, God is out here. And this verse that we just read is in the Bible. And, you know, you can read it. It's in the book of Isaiah, Isaiah 40:31. So open up your Bible and you'll find God there. So bye for now. Till next time.